Let's grumble.
In this video, we're going to go over a game that is also an alternative way of recalling your dog. I like to call it the bump. Bump! Boop! All right, now basically what you're going to do is you're just going to hold one treat in your hand like this, and you're going to wait for your dog to be disengaged. I'm going to throw a treat away to get him away, but normally you would have multiple people in the house doing this. So I throw it over there, he goes to get it, I put a treat in my hand. When he looks at me, I'm going to say, bump! And as soon as he touches his nose to my hand, I flip it over. Now, if your dog has difficulty and doesn't come to you right away, then you don't want to say the cue of bump. I was moving a little bit fast. Sully did this pretty quickly. Some dogs actually need a marker word, and I'm going to show you how to do that now. So I throw the treat to get him away. Yes, and I flip it over. And then again, somebody else would call him. He goes over to that person. Yes. So once your dog is reliably coming to you, then you can transition to using a cue or a command word. And then I would do it basically like this. Bump! But don't transition to saying that word unless you are 90% or more sure that as soon as you say that and flash your hand, the dog's going to come to you. Also, dogs' eyes are very attracted to movement, so when you're doing it, try to have your hand up here, and then when you say bump, that movement will often attract your puppy. Then immediately flip it over, let him lick the treat out of your hand. When you're doing this, I would recommend that you practice it first with maybe about 2 or 3 people, where you're all about 6 or 7 feet apart on the floor, unless your dog's jumping up on you, then sit in chairs. Then eventually you have people a little bit further away, a little bit further away. We kind of mimic what we teach people for the recall or the come command, where we make it small and we only reward the dog who comes to the person that we ask them. Now, don't we have a recall for our dog? Sure. But what if your dog's chasing a squirrel and you say come, and the dog's like, I'm not going to come because every time I say come when I'm chasing a squirrel, you close the door and I can't yell at the squirrel anymore. Bump, I'll come and shove my nose against your hand. Sure. It accomplishes the same thing. And it's a fun little game to do, especially if you have kids. All right, let's see, do one more for the road. Sully, bump! Well, this is my buddy Sully, and this is how you can teach your puppy the bump.
Quest, you are a goofball.